Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Today's topic will be presented by Gaurav. During the session, if you have any questions, we request you to please add them in the Q&A tab, and we will answer them towards the end of the session. Thank you so much. Gaurav, you may please begin.
Thank you, Chanakya. Hello, everyone. This is Gaurav. Today's topic is enterprise security. I'm going to show you the demo of the enterprise security. In the last two sessions, we have been through the overview of enterprise security, and before that, it was deployment and best practices. So I have covered all the architecture, how the enterprise security, where it can be deployed and how it can be deployed. After that, we have seen all features in the next webinar. Today, I'm planning to deliver a demo around enterprise security. So it's a demo environment for you to know some of the. Now this demo environment is generating data in a hourly basis, rotating the data in hourly basis, and could happen that some of the things might not work during the time. Okay, so apologies for that in the first place itself. So I'll start. So this is the enterprise security. Let me show you, take you through the enterprise Splunk main user interface. This is the app, enterprise security app. There are multiple apps you could see here. If I go to Splunk base platform, in Splunk base platform, okay. So it is directly directed to enterprise security. In the base platform, you would see different apps, as you can see here. Different apps lining down on the left hand side, and then there's a search app which is a default app. Now in this environment, they have made enterprise security as a default app, and and the user which is logged in is demo user have access to that app only, not the search and report app, which is a default app within Splunk platform. So let's start with enterprise security. So this is the main console where you start enterprise security with. When I go first dashboard, which is a security posture, what it gives us is the complete posture of the security environment within our domain, enterprise domain, a complete organization, I would say. In the top side, let me zoom in here. In the top, in the top you can see the key security indicators. These indicators can be changed anytime if you would want to. You can just edit here, add different indicators what fits you best. And these security postures can be even driven to the user level access as to the apps which we have seen. So whatever indicators makes more sense for your environment, you can add in and subtract from here. So okay, so that is the security key indicators. You can see the complete overview of the threat activity within your organization from this threat activity, whether it is increasing and decreasing in your environment. The complete authentications happening in your environment, not only from AD or Active Directory, but from direct access to the data sources which you're onboarding the data from. So like root access or SU access to the data sources like network devices or the Unix systems and all. So those all authentications activity you would see as a key one indicator, and you can just click on this number and drill down to its raw events. Same like other key indicators. If you go down below, these are the notable events occurrence Why urgency? Now this urgency is defined as per the BCP DR um, uh, regulations. That's from where we can understand this kind of. Now this are marked to the incidents. Now these incidents are categorized as per the risk calculation done within Splunk. So this risk calculation is done before once after you mark your assets with the assessment done. Once that assessment done, you can see those uh, uh, this notable events categorized accordingly. If you go down below, even here, notable events generated from the different analogy. I would say from access or from audit, from endpoint network, or from threat analogy perspective. Even here you can hover over any analogy and deep dive directly from the graph. If you go down below, the top notable events occurrences as well, you could see the most triggered alerts in your environment. You could see directly from this security posture dashboard, and their coloring numbers and the spark lines. Spark lines are a beautiful way to raise an alarming situation within the environment, and it is good to keep it. Like, say, suppose, let us understand this example by, say, suppose we have access failed login in the morning time when users are coming in the office and logging into their system. We could understand, this could be because of fat fingering or some other stuff. The failed logins are generated. But say, suppose if that is happening in a consistent manner during afternoon time or in the night, last night, there were there were no users were in the office, nobody is working. So that way you can analyze the particular incident which has been generated, right? Here, via source, which source are generating more incidents according to the sources which are sending data to enterprise security. So from here, anywhere if you click, it will go to incident review dashboard. This incident review dashboard generally is the dashboard where any analyst in a security operations center start his work from. Here you can see, let it yeah here you can see at the left hand side all the urgencies filters which has been created here. This is all filters at the top. uh, like you can filter the incidents according to the status of the incidents. Now the status, you can scroll down here, you can see status here, risk, owner, and action. This can be defined by the manager or the level 3 analyst, and can be assigned to the level 1 analyst as per the incident. So that it can be, the operations can be tracked. You can track that via workbench and the timelines available. We can go deep dive into those later, but let me so you can filter those from here. Different filters available for you to drill down on the work or the work done on the incidents, or the what incidents you need to take the measures for. So this is the asset which we have clicked on, and it has come filtered. Now, as per that filter, you see all the incidents happening on that particular timeline. This is 1 hour per column, so total of, I think it's around, it must be 24 hours cycle. This is all incidents you can now deep dive. There are these incidents where we called as sequential events as well. So one incident occurred in triggered in multiple correlated notable events. And here is the details around the asset. You can see the asset has been categorized to PCI device, and the country it belongs to, what user it belongs to, what domain it has been categorized, and all those details. There are many users you would find that raising concerns around enterprise security, whether that data which has been stored is a it can be pampered with. So there's the requirement where it whenever the data is generated, the hash value is calculated against that incident, and whenever anything uh, you know even try to change, you have been alerted on the same environment. Okay, so those are sequential events. Let me show you now from here itself. If you want to dig down under, drill down under this particular source. So let me take a particular incident, not a sequential incident. Here I would go to, okay. Use UBA. So there are this UBA ESU is Enterprise Security Content Update. This is web traffic dynamic DNS source. Let us take this incident in for us to drill down. Okay, so ransomware. So suppose, let me create an investigation from here. Let me say, suppose I want to drill down to this destination. What authentications have taken place on this particular source, from and to this source. Then if I want to check all third party domains trying to reach, or this source is trying to reach the third party domain, you can do that via dossier. You can check all the IDS traffics from and to this destination. From a single pane, you can just drill down from the actions, and create that all the vulnerabilities available on this particular data source, all the web traffic as well, even traffic on the firewall. So it's very simple. Let me take you to one place where you can see everything at one pane, which is called as Asset Investigator. What Asset Investigator does is of course, it gives you the complete details around the assets, like does that asset belongs to PCI domain? It shows yes. What city it is being, what owner of the particular asset, what category it falls under, what country that device lies in, and from down below, these are the swim lanes here. And these are the swim lanes, we call it as human based pattern matching. So it's very simple for us to deep dive on a particular asset or an identity. If you want to dig dive via this swim lanes. Now these are the different use cases um, um, around the security environment. So all changes not not exactly a correlated events, but then these are events generated directly by the end data sources. So if we click on one swim lane, you would see, what user, what action has been taken on the malware attacks surface, and the data sources. If you go drill down from here, you can go. Sorry, from here you can go directly to the raw data and search what endpoints source is generating the data it is. So all the authentications happening, all the malware activities, all changes happen on this data source. The more the darker swim lane is, the more the events are there. If you see, if you hover over one dark event, you see 50T events, and one small is 7 events. So the more the darker, the more the. So all the different data sources here, different data sources as based on human based pattern you see, and if you see it diagonally, you'll see the complete different picture. And this can be this measures can be edited as well, and kept as per your comfort. So this is the 20 hours 14 minutes cycle, and if you click on particular length, you can see all the details here, like account takeover, allowed category, then what device is there, what event ID, what link, um, what user, how many destination has been compromised, object is this particular source, and all those details, and the right hand side. So this is one of the simple way to drill down uh, to a particular asset, which could be a compromised asset in our environment. So all security starts from, and the most vulnerable uh, thing in any environment is the end data, so end sources. So if say suppose analyst one want to share this particular dashboard with the level 3 analyst, he can directly share from here. This is a and When he shares this particular link to the and level 3 or anyone else, if he clicks on this particular link, this is the he will see the exact dashboard which we are looking at present, and take the process further from there. Okay, this is the drill down capability within enterprise security, one of the uh, strongest point within enterprise security. Secondly, if you suppose uh, this is asset investigator going through. Is also identity investigator which you can drill down. Let me take you through access anomalies. If you say, here you would find the anomalies of user access, uh, where a particular user or the credential used in a single day from different locations. So here you can see the time and the city the user have logged in first, and again this what was the previous time and previous city the particular user has logged in, and the distance between those locations here is given, and how much time is required, how much time is required to travel back there. So once I click on it takes me to access search, where you can drill down to the details of that particular um, event. So I'll go back to access anomalies. I mistakenly clicked on a event. So once you click on the event, it will take you to the access search, where you can dive more into those events. directly. So the distance between them. So this is the access anomalies. This is very important for you to proactively act on the incidents which are happening. So the major dashboards as well, you can see the locations. You can even zoom in, zoom out here, and check what all users are accessing from the locations mentioned in this map, geo map. Okay, that is one glass. You can also drill down protocol level, different dashboards available, DNS activity search, SSL, also user intelligence like user activity. If you want to deep dive into what all users, different scores. So email activity, what all users having different email activities which has been going on, remote access, tickets activity, different dashboards. It is all changeable. Different KPIs are there for you to monitor. uh, Same thing in if I take you to access tracker. Now uh, if I want to drill down to the activity on around users in my Active Directory, here are the analytical part where you can see last 7 days no first time access of the users within your environment. Some of the inactive accounts usage last 90 days which are still pending inactive but enabled users. That is very important use case from any organization's point of view. If there are compliances matrix which you have to follow, in a this completely inactive account last 90 days not been deleted or you can say not been used. So this all you can there are different dashboards. I can drill down to different dashboards here, but you can go through protocol level to the web traffic level as well. If say suppose particular users trying to access a control or you know generating lot of traffic from the host itself, maybe due to malware activities trying to connect to a machine controller there and sending a request to a domain which is not registered or not making any sense. So you can find those details here on this particular, all those requests passing via proxy or via particular internet gateway. um, After that, you have all the dashboards around malware operations, system center, update center, where you can see uh, what all antiviruses are. Sorry, the updated version, how many users are using, or how many are not using the updated version, how many actions are we need to take to update those from signature point of view as well as from the version control of the software itself. So that is also, you can see all those details in this dashboards. Here you can see all in the network um, uh, domain. You can see all the traffic related dashboards, vulnerability related dashboards, and IDS details as well. So those are all dashboards you can use, validate around it. Uh, so so suppose if I want to investigate on particular, so I can create an investigation around that asset or identity and go to an investigation platform where you have Workbench. In Workbench, you can drill down to a particular asset. So suppose I want this is the particular asset which I've created, right? I can explore all the activities happening on this particular assets, and you can see all the risk scores, ideas, alerts which are generated. Not only this, you can go to endpoint data. So any file system changes, registry activity, there are different dashboards down the line as well, process activity, service activity, user account change, port activity around this. Even in network data, all the details around web activity, email data, network traffic, as you can see, certificate activity and network sessions data. So those all details out there, uh, and this is all giving you the front details like source, destination, clear ideas, pictures, where and what fields are required for you to drill down. So this particular investigation can be raised by analyst one, and then we have seen it can be forwarded for authorization to level 3 analyst. All the activities can be measured in the timeline. So this timeline is helpful for you. Now you can't see any timelines given around that because uh, we have not done much activity around that particular incident. But then whatever searches, if you create an incident investigation board, all the activities around that investigation is being tracked here. So if the analyst, there is a role shift rollover, then a particular uh, analysts don't have to hand over the work to the the engineer coming next, but then the particular engineer can go drill down to the timeline of the first analyst and start his work from where the first engineer left. So all those details, it's just tracked here, and that's where the summary, you can see all the users, what all the incidents they have worked upon, and what all incident has been closed, and everything else. So that is where the summary activity has been seen. Uh, uh, as that's all about it, guys. Now let me talk lastly about the data enrichment from threat intelligence perspective. So as I said earlier in the presentation slide, you can integrate enterprise security with any threat intelligence database available out there, no matter what format it is, whether it is 6xc IOCs, Open IOCs, Excel, CSVs, all can be integrated with threat intelligence database. Threat intelligence here. Here you can integrate it, and you see all the details in a dashboard, threat intelligence dashboard here, threat activities in your happening in your environment. So all the threat activities happening is this can be seen here. Uh, so here also you can set up all KPIs, key indicators around the threat activities. So threat matches, threat collections, all the threat activities, total count, which has been even same indicators in the security posture dashboard, if you remember. All the databases which has been currently integrated in this enterprise is this three databases which has all the details like email address matches, file hashes, certificates, and many more. So even domains, malware domains, IP block list, IP addresses, spywares, and all others. So in this threat intelligence database, no matter how many times you feed the data to enterprise security, what it does, it has a very good engine at the background. It deduplicates the data, uh, and then integrate with the data which is coming in from different data sources and correlate that data, and it will show you the details in this dashboard. So this is how we can see all the details around threat activity which has been happening in your environment. Okay, that is second last thing. One more thing would want to take you is risk analysis. This is also we have discussed in the last presentation how risk analysis and its framework works specifically. So what we have discussed is risk analysis based on the risk assessment done in your environment, and then integrate as a rich enrichment data for enterprise security. Once that is done, it will calculate according to the assessment done and the data generated on that particular asset. So you had seen the investigation which we have created is around the PCI tagged asset, and that's why the risk was alerted as high, and that's how it can makes more make more sense for our environment. So you can deep dive more onto that particular asset. Even here you can see the risk object, the most highest risk score object. You could see the same data source from here as well. You can deep dive and see if what all from different angles it is. If it is from vulnerability perspective, you can deep dive here, and from even from the notable events which has been generated and correlated with the risk generated data. Okay, so I've again clicked on one of the engines. So this is how you can see the raw data and drill down more what rule has been triggered, what data source, just by using the data models. That's it, guys. Let me revamp again what we have seen. We have seen the complete 50,000 foot view. Started the demo from 50,000 foot view of showing us the complete enterprise security posture, and from there we have seen how to drill down to a particular event incident generated, and how we can investigate via incident review dashboard to that particular asset, which is prone for or maybe um, known indicator of compromise. And from there are different dashboards reports which we have seen, and then how analyst can work within this complete workflow, and it gives you enterprise security gives you the complete workflow where you can track each and every actions taken by the analyst or analyst, and how the shift handover can also be taken place within the enterprise security. So I think that should be it from my side. If any questions, please let me know. I'm looking at. Okay, guys, that's it from my side. Please ping me anytime you feel necessary. I'm there to support you. That's not a problem. Thank you so much.